welcome to Money Control. This is Shraddha Sharma and you're watching Editor's Take. In today's episode, we'll discuss how one tweet has ignited the debate of IndiGo versus Air India. For that, joining us is Prince Thomas. Hi and welcome to the show, Prince.
Hi, Shraddha.
So what is the debate all about?
So like you said, it was a tweet that went off from the handle of CAPA India. Now CAPA is an aviation consultancy firm. And now what it said was that IndiGo, when it comes to seat deployed on international routes, was now bigger than Air India. That was surprising because Air India, especially after Jet Airways suspended its operation, was known to be the largest player when it comes to international routes. Like we know, IndiGo is in way ahead of others when it comes to the domestic market. But internationally, it was always Air India which was bigger. So this was of lot of interest because this is the first time that was happening.
Okay, so how right is the tweet and what about Air India?
So Air India was not amused because they replied instantly saying that seats deployed is not the correct measure to look at capacity. They said available seat kilometers, which is called ASKM, is the right parameter. And they said if you go by ASKMs, in August, Air India had almost twice the share of IndiGo on the international routes. So that's what Air India said.
Okay, so could you help us understand the difference between these two parameters?
Yeah, they are a bit confusing actually, but both measure the capacity. So if you take an example, say an aircraft has 100 seats, so those are the seats deployed. Now, if it flies to an international route, and so if you multiply those 100 seats with the kilometer it has flown, then we get the available seat kilometers. Now, ASKM is a good parameter to measure an airline's efficiency. If it is getting its seats filled, what are its cost structures. So the ASKMs, the higher it is, the better the efficiency of the airline.
Okay, so according to you, how important is this analysis that CAPA has done?
So it is important and probably a reflection of what is set to come because CAPA pointed out that IndiGo has been deploying seats on the international route at a very fast pace. In fact, 43% increase in seats deployed in the last 3 weeks. Now, this is a pace that can't be matched by Air India because the carrier, as we know, is under debt and it is also depending on the government largesse to survive. So, if the trend continues, then we may see that gap in the ASKMs between the two airlines also bridging a lot. And this trend could be probably a start of how IndiGo may also go to dominate the international routes, just as it has done in the domestic market.
All right. Thank you for the insights on that, Prince.
Sure.
That's all for today's episode of Editor's Take. For more news, views and updates, stay logged on to moneycontrol.com. Thanks for watching.